Hi, welcome to Pandora's Tarot. This is a reading for the sign of Pisces for the month of February 2016. Like I always say, please remember to check your rising and your moon sign because that will give you more information on the energies available to you throughout the month. Let's start with the challenge position, Pisces. You have the Ace of Swords in reverse. This card, when it comes up in the reverse position, means that you are going to be dealing with a lack of mental clarity. Okay, the swords is the element of air, and that has to do with all the mental things. And if we see it in the upright, this is a sword that cuts through the clouds. Being in the reverse, this means that this is something, being able to deal with this lack of clarity. It's something that will be your focus throughout the month, and it's something that you have been dealing, I would say. Also, it has started in the previous months as well. In the center of the reading, you have a major arcana card. You actually have 4 major arcana cards, so February is going to be a very important month to, for breakthroughs in your development as a human being. The Tower represents sudden change. We can see here there's a lightning hitting the Tower, and this is it comes out of nowhere. This change means all structures falling apart. But the good thing is that these structures no longer serve us. The Tower card comes up when we have been holding on to some old way of doing things, and basically the universe or God, source, creator, whatever you call it, steps in and says, you know what, you have been able to walk away from this, so I'm going to step in. And they tear it down because it no longer serves you. Okay, so it's not destruction for destruction itself. It has a purpose. You need to tear it down to build up a new foundation. It's also a card that represents truths coming out to the open. This is a month where you could be finding out a lot of different truths, not only because of that, but because you have in the help that you're going to receive the Moon card. And the Moon card is a card that talks about connecting with your intuition. It connects also with your feminine side, with your receptive side. So being that it comes up in the help that you're going to receive, this is a month for you to connect more than ever with your intuition, Pisces. Pisceans are so intuitive and they're almost psychic. Well, take a hold of that. Use that capacity that you naturally have, because mentally you won't be able to see everything as it is. Okay, so use your intuition. Also, the Moon card represents the sign of Cancer, so it could be that people of the sign of Cancer will be of help to you to deal with this thing that is falling apart, with this truth that has come out to the open. The Moon, I always say, it's a card that it's ambiguous. It doesn't really matter if it comes up upright or reverse, because it talks about not being able to see things clearly. It talks about delusions. It also talks about some truths coming out to the open, also like the Tower. But unlike the Tower, the Moon talks about a process, something that it has been cooking, and you realize eventually what the truth actually is. I believe that since the Moon also talks as the Ace of Swords about not seeing things clearly and not having all the information, this truth that you will find out that collapse some structures in your life, all structures in your life, it's something that has been around you, that if you watch this in January, it's already around you. Okay, but the lack of clarity will keeps you from actually finding out this truth. This is why it needs to be sudden. This is when faith basically steps into our lives. In the position of the things you cannot change, you have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is a card that talks about receiving resources. It could be money, it could be someone else's time, help, someone who's teaching you someone who is mentoring you. I believe this is someone, in this case, with all this truth and revelations going on here, I believe it has to do with someone telling you what's going on. It's not, this is why the lightning is exterior. It's not, the Tower doesn't break from the inside out, it breaks from the outside in. So this is someone who will tell you, you know what, this is what's going on, you know, X, Y, and Z. And it is a resource. It is a resource because it will allow you to finally understand what is going on, to finally get all the information that you're not getting right now. So, and you won't be able to stop this. This is the thing. It's time to move on, and it's time to actually see things for what they actually are. In the final cards, we have the Highest Priestess, another card that talks about connecting with your intuition. So intuition is key in this month, absolutely key, and you will be able to develop it in, you know, perhaps higher than you have ever developed it before. And you know, your accuracy is going to be amazing. The Highest Priestess is also someone who relies on, you know, it connects with the subconscious mind. It also connects with the darker, you know, quote unquote, arts such as the tarot, astrology, numerology. So all of those things will be of help to you to be able to see the situation more clearly. And also, this is someone who almost has like a poker face. She doesn't reveal a lot. So this is, I believe, an attitude you're going to be taking after you find out all this truth. You're going to retreat into yourself, you're going to connect with your intuition, and then you're going to make a decision about what is it that you have to do. Because it comes up with the Lovers. And the Lovers is a card that represents having to choose between two options. And I believe, you know, this being a general reading, the options will be to stay in the rubble of these things that it has fallen apart, or to just go on your own and build something new. You know, to hang on to the past or to move on to the present, the future. So, but in order to make this decision, you need to tune into your intuition, okay? And you need to really embrace whoever is gifting you with this truth, even if it feels like it's shattering your world, if it's making your world fall apart. But it's necessary because you need to build something new. You need new foundations, Pisces. And it's a month of a lot of internal growth and a lot of relying on yourself, because intuition is our inner knowledge, okay? Something that we already know and on our inside. So I hope, Pisces, that this is helpful. I want to thank everyone who watches and likes and comments my videos. I love the community of Pandora's Tarot. We have surpassed 2 million views. Thank you so much. I'll see you next month. Take care.